everyone, I'm Tamee Harrison and welcome to Mix. So as you can probably see, I'm not dressed up to the nines for a wild night on the town tonight, but don't you worry. Plenty of drinks will be served up because today we're hitting the links and mixing up some delicious golf-themed cocktails. Okay, so golf.
Golf.
Masters.
Yes.
How's your golf?
I'm okay.
All
I
right.
have white golf pants, which means that I've reached a level that I'm saying my game is good enough to
wear
have
white
pants.
I have white and blue plaid, as you call it.
You will
three-quarter.
Yeah, your next level will be full white pants.
I thought,
Yeah.
okay.
Yeah.
All right, gotcha.
That's how that works.
Okay, fair enough. So, Masters.
Masters.
What
Augusta,
do you know?
Georgia.
Masters. What do you know?
Well, I do know one of my best golfing buddies has a ball marker that is a sandwich. Has a little bite taken out of it and it says $1.50. And he's like, look at this. I was like, cool.
Yeah.
So I knew that it meant something, so I sort of looked it up, looked to see, and it's...
So instead of asking him what it is, you just looked at it.
I'd already said cool, so I couldn't like take that back. I couldn't be like, no, I was...
Cool. What is it?
Yeah,
Okay,
I couldn't. Yeah, can't do that. Way too far into the relationship for that. So anyway, I looked it up, and it turns out that at the Masters, they sell a pimento cheese sandwich for $1.50. And they have for forever. So at the very expensive Masters, they sell a very cheap sandwich.
Okay.
The recipe is secret, so nobody really knows.
So it's not just cheese and bread then?
It is not. So anyway,
What's that got to do with
what
it?
I wanted to do was
golf drink.
Yeah, take two of the most famous golf things to eat.
Yes.
Which is, of course, this pimento sandwich.
Yeah.
And an Arnold Palmer, who was the greatest golfer of all time.
Okay.
Next to John Daly, who was the most fun golfer of all time.
Yeah.
That makes him even more great. And I wanted to make them into one cocktail. But if you just add vodka to tea and lemon, it doesn't taste good. It sort of gets tanniny.
Yeah, yeah.
So I had to rack my brain and figure out a way to make this all come into one thing.
So you've infused stuff again.
I've infused and I've fat washed. So I had to do two separate steps.
Fat washed?
Fat wash. We'll get into it in a second of exactly what that is. So I took this vodka. It's called Luksusowa.
Luksusowa.
Yeah, it's a potato vodka. It's Polish, made of potatoes, and it's just sort of, it's distilled 3 times. It tastes what vodka's supposed to taste like. It's supposed to taste like nothing. I took this.
Blank canvas.
Blank canvas.
Yeah.
And I turned it into this. This is an iced tea infused vodka that has then been fat washed with 3 different types of cheeses and mayonnaise that I simmered in there for about 8 hours and then added...
Sounds delicious.
Then I added pimento peppers.
This is just getting
in
better.
there. It's like meaty and it's cheesy and it's peppery.
Very
We're going to
intrigued.
start off here with this. We're going to make a drink that I'm calling the Augusta Sour.
Okay.
It should be 2 of golf's most famous things put together.
Okay.
So it's a fairly basic sour, but we're going to do 1/2 ounce of fresh squeezed lemon juice. We're going to do 3/4 ounce of honey syrup.
Yeah.
Just runny honey syrup.
Runny honey?
Yeah, 2 parts honey, 1 part
Runny honey.
water, right there. And then we're going to do 1.5 ounces of this tea-infused cheese and mayonnaise and pepper fat-washed vodka. Yeah?
You would have to think of a better name.
I refuse.
Okay.
This is what I'm calling it. I'm calling it
You got
vodka with mayonnaise and peppers.
Okay.
Yeah. Because everybody loves mayonnaise. It's always everybody's favorite food.
Well, yeah.
No, nobody loves mayonnaise.
I love mayonnaise.
Gross.
Have you ever tasted freshly made, homemade mayonnaise?
I haven't.
Well,
I use,
then
for
you're
this one, I
missing
used this guy. I used this right here. I just used whipped cream.
Yep.
And then I put some pepper jack in there as well. So that is what is going into here with a touch of Parmesan.
Normal classic cocktail ingredients.
Of course, yeah. And that's it. We're going to take this guy right here. We're going to fill it up with these nice big cubes. We're going to give this a big... Right there.
Yep.
And then we're going to strain this guy into this cocktail glass.
Le Coupe.
Le Coupe, the Marie Antoinette. If you've known me for any time, you'll know that my favorite food is sandwiches. So we are going to put a sandwich garnish. We have a sandwich garnished Augusta Sour. So when you drink this drink, I need you to think two different things on two different sips. First one, do you know what an Arnold Palmer is?
Yes.
It's just like iced tea lemonade? Yes. Just drink that first and think about that. And then chase the pepper and the cheese on the second one.
Okay.
So 2 sips.
All right. Sip number 1. Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Okay.
Now chase the pepper.
Sip number 2.
Yeah.
Cheers, 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 everybody. This is messing with my mind because I am drinking an Arnold Palmer with a cheese sandwich.
That's exactly it. It's an Arnold Palmer with a cheese sandwich inside, cheese sandwich garnish.
But
and
it works.
And I also, just in case you didn't know exactly what one of these cheese sandwiches did.
This is crazy. I was just going to eat this one.
But I brought you an actual with the white bread cheese sandwich, and you can see how close I got. Cheers.
You got pretty close. You can wash it down with the same thing.
With the exact same thing.
Exactly the same thing.
You match one flavor with another flavor. All good.
Well done, Scott.
Thank you.
This is great. Cheers, everybody. This is actually really, really good.
Thank you.
All right, Scott. I mean, I have to touch on the subject of
touch. My shirt. Yeah. I play golf. And
there's a little golf man there.
Bartend. This is William Murray. That's Bill Murray. That's his avatar when he plays golf, I guess.
Love it.
But yeah, it has like a julep strainer. It has a muddler. It has tins.
Could not be more
and you
fitting.
got yours monogrammed, which is nice.
I do have my initials.
Yeah, your own initials.
Yeah, it's not really... It's Tommy Hilfiger.
Oh.
But we are now doing the British Open.
The British Open.
The British Open.
And what are the Brits known for more than anything?
Fish and chips.
Tea. And fish and chips, I suppose, but tea.
Okay.
Tea time.
So no fish and chips in there.
There will be no fish. I might throw a chip in there. That's a French fry, right?
Yes.
Yeah. So this is a Hario coffee maker. It's a Japanese-style siphon pressure coffee maker. I'm going to be making an old-fashioned in the same style that we would be making tea.
With a coffee maker?
With a coffee maker. It can make coffee, it can make tea. It's mostly made for coffee. So we're going to start over here. We're going to get our fire underneath here. But we have to start off, of course, with what we're going to be boiling, which is this guy right here. This is Bibb and Tucker bourbon.
Oh, yeah.
We're going to put an awful lot of this stuff in here. So we're going to go right up to about
the brim of the
cup and a
jar.
half.
Oh.
No, right about there.
Okay.
So this is what we're going to be boiling, basically. We're going to be boiling this up through this guy right here, which is my filter. And that's all we're going to be doing to make this cocktail. We're just going to be boiling.
What's it filtering out?
So it's going to be filtering, and I'll show you. So the Old Fashioned has 3 ingredients.
Yes.
It has booze, it has bitters, and it has sugar. So we are going to take our whiskey, and we are going to put some sugar. So we have our booze, we have our sugar, but we're going to be making the bitter portion of it.
Okay.
Cool?
Yes.
Cool. So in an Angostura bitters, the flavor they're basing it off of was the Angostura bark, which they don't make it with Angostura bark anymore, but we are going to be using some bark. Right here, this is just
random bark?
Just some random bark.
Random bark.
It was outside.
Okay.
It was free.
Broke it off a tree.
This is cinchona bark. This has quinine in it. This is what tonic is made out of.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
It's kind of that sort of thing. We're going to use a little allspice berries.
Always good.
Always good. Even
in anything. Mulled wine.
Just Oh, yes. This is going to be very similar to mulled wine or glue wine.
Yes.
Without the wine parts. Yes. Sorry. That's the part that's rough. We're going to put a couple cloves in here. Cloves take over this whole thing, so I really want to be careful with how many.
Yeah.
The other ones are just sort of an eyeball. I'm going to put 3. They're very, very strong. And this is just a little mixture of like chamomile.
That looks like stones.
And rocks. It's chamomile and rocks is what I put in there.
Literally looks like pieces of rock.
Yeah, that's what I think that'll help. I think that'll make it the earthy flavor that we're always looking for.
Yes.
Rocks.
Full circle, bringing everything back.
Put everything back into it.
The earth that gave us all this.
There it is.
Okay.
We're going to take one of these guys. This is just some cinnamon. Snap that. Throw that in here. A little bit extra sweetness. Of course, a vanilla bean.
Yep.
Fling.
Okay.
We're going to toss it in there. And then we're going to put a couple slice of orange. So then we're going to turn this guy on. And what's going to happen here is this is going to heat up. The pressure in here is going to push this up through here. It's going to take a second, but you can see it moving already.
Oh, yeah.
So basically what's going to, the pressure is going to push all this up through here. We've sort of made a tea out of this, this bitters.
What makes it a tea?
Well, there are things in here that are tea-like. Bitters and tea are both medicines. They both, a lot of them come from bitter herbs and roots. We have some bitter herbs in here.
Look, okay, so it's
now
already
you see all this.
Okay.
So it's all boiled in. We're going to turn this off.
Yes.
And now all of this pressure is going to hang out in here because it's still warm in here. So all of this is now infusing the same way you would infuse with heat.
Yeah.
But the next step is not just the heat, but also the pressure of it being, it's kind of cool when it just gets sucked back in here. If you watch, it'll see, there it goes. Everything is boiling and ready to go. It's all that pressure has just pulled everything back in.
Okay.
Okay, so then we're going to take this guy off.
Okay.
Set it off to the side. And then bring our glass in, and we will try it like this. This is going to be a little warm, yes.
Oh, yes,
so maybe like get it close to your face, give it a smell. We'll put some ice into it, and then we'll go from there.
It's close to my face.
Yep.
It's very bourbony hot steam.
It's very those are
not even English. It's very bourbony hot steam.
Yes, that's what the flavor profile I was going for. Bourbony hot.
Oh, it's not as hot as I thought.
No, it's not.
Ooh, that is strong.
Strong. It's an old-fashioned.
You can. It's cleaning my insides right now.
Absolutely.
I'm instantly about 5 degrees warmer now.
Yeah, good.
That's
Perfect. She's going to put one large ice cube in here.
Okay. That tastes different now.
It does taste
weird.
A little different. Yeah.
It does.
It does. Yeah, it's going to mute a lot of those flavors. It's going to bring out some of the other ones.
It tastes sweeter.
Yeah, because it's muting some of like the more extreme flavors. That's why we serve drinks cold normally, so that we can sort of hide some of the imperfections of the rest of it.
No, the other one was perfect. I can imagine on a ski trip somewhere out drinking the hot one. I don't know which one I prefer better. To be honest.
Gosh. Well, we have more of this. We can put it right to your face.
This is really up. Did we have a name for it?
The British Open Old Fashioned. The BOOF. The boof. We're not calling it the boof.
Thank you, Scott.
You're so welcome, Tammy, of course, for the boof.
It's clearly already hitting me.
Yes, absolutely. One boof, and you are done.
And I'm...
Hit that boof, hit the booth.
Done.
Good for you.
Cheers.
Bye, Tammy.
Thank you. Okay, Scott, so US Open.
Yep.
What you got up your long sleeves today?
The story of the US Open, it takes sort of normal courses, like courses that I could go play. I'm a pretty good golfer. I have like a 25 handicap, so I'm pretty good. And I could go play them and like get through them.
Yeah.
The US Open then gets onto that course and makes it more difficult.
Okay.
They bring in all the fairways. They make the greens longer.
Like sand and...
Yeah, they make the sand harder to get out of.
Okay.
They mess with it. So what I wanted to do for this particular drink is I wanted to make a cocktail that's easy to make.
Yeah.
But I wanted to make it difficult to make. So I'm going to make a gin and tonic. Cool? So, a gin and tonic is usually a 2-step process. You take the gin and you put in the tonic.
Yeah.
I am going to do something different, all right? So I'm going to start off in my ISI whipper, my EC whipper, right here. And we are going to start off here with this guy. This is, of course, gin. This is a gray whale gin. What I want to do with this is I want to make it ginnier. So as I make this, I want to bring out all the gin.
Doesn't that make froth?
Well, I'll show you. So we're going to put in about a cup of this right here. We're just going to sort of eyeball this bad boy. A couple 4 cups, yeah. And then I'm going to re-botanicalize all of this stuff by using the ISI whipper and some dinitrous oxide. So right here, I have cinchona bark. Cinchona bark is what real tonic is made out of.
Okay, yeah.
So when the British sailors used to sail around, they would show up in places with malaria. Cinchona bark actually helps with malaria, and the only way they could get these sailors to drink it was to add it to gin.
Yeah,
so that's where gin and tonic come from.
Yep.
We have just a little bit of allspice right here. We're just going to put a touch of this in here.
Always
We're going to put just a touch of salt.
Yeah.
Right here. Some coriander right here. We have lavender right here. And we have just a little bit of juniper. So what we're going to do is we're going to pressurize this. So we're going to put this guy right on here.
Okay.
Cool. And we're going to use one of these little guys. People probably recognize these from rock and roll shows containing the Grateful Dead. This is basically a whippet, or this is dinitrogen oxide. This is laughing gas.
Yes.
That we're going to be infusing this with. So we're going to squeeze that. We're going to give it a big shake right here. Put this in the refrigerator.
Yeah.
For just a moment or two.
Okay.
Right now, and then we're going to get the rest of the drink ready whilst we do that. So we are going to squeeze fruit.
Of course.
Right? We could just use fruit juice. We're trying to make this as difficult as possible. So we're going to squeeze some of this lime juice.
Raise position.
Right there. For about half an ounce. Okay. Beautiful. We are then going to add a touch of quinine syrup. That's what tonic is originally made from. It comes out, again, since we make it with the cinchona.
Said this is what tonic is originally made from.
So I didn't say that I was going to be doing no steps twice. I tried to make this as difficult as possible to make the best possible cocktail. So this is actually being infused currently with that pressure with cinchona.
Yeah.
Now we're using just the basic quinine, which is the part that we go for. Now, if you were to drink this whole thing, you might end up blind. So let's pour in 1/2 of an ounce of this. I'm just saying, Tammy. You have to sort of know what you're doing when you make this. Quinine will make you go blind-nine.
So you just thought it'll be fun to put that in a cocktail.
I will take the first sip if you don't want to, but that is how this works. So we're going to pull this guy out.
Okay.
Going to give this another big fat shake. The recommended way to use this is never use more than one of these things. So we're going to put 2 in to get all of this extra. You ready?
Yeah.
All right. Right there. And now we are going to slowly leach this out.
Now what? That's a whole lot of nothing, Scott.
I know. There's nothing.
Hot air.
Nothing will. It's actually very cold air, which is kind of fun. You can see that it's actually boiling because of pressure, not because of heat. We're going to start off with a touch of mineral water, not a soda water, but a mineral water, something that will keep its bubbles. We are then going to get this out of here. You can see that kind of cool red color. Oh, there they go. We're going to put in an agitator cube. Then we are going to shake, rattle, and roll this. We're going to pour this guy straight in through here. We're now going to garnish this with a long lemon. We're going to squeeze this around so that it goes all the way down to the bottom. Yeah, right here.
That looks very nice.
Yeah, I definitely, I have 2 more things. Give me 1 second.
Oh, it's not done yet.
Oh, no, it's not done yet. Okay, I got it. I had to go to my golf bag, grab a long tee. We're going to put this right here.
Yeah.
And then we are going to add a little
cherry on top.
Cherry. Ah, and there it goes. We hit it and then it falls to the bottom.
It's a hole-in-one.
It's a hole-in-one. We did it. So this is technically a gin and tonic. It has all the right flavors, all the right stuff. We have done everything we possibly can do to it to make it more difficult, and I think slightly more tasty. So why don't we try that?
Let's do it. All right, I'm going in. Cheers. Did we call this anything?
Gin and tonic, yeah. The U.S. Open gin and tonic.
Well, okay.
The much more difficult.
That is a more flavorful gin and freaking tonic.
Yeah, it's a more flavorful gin and tonic.
The juniper really comes out. Like, this is really
Hit it
yummy.
hard with juniper. Hit it hard with the quinine.
The quinine.
Quinine.
I don't feel like I'm going blind.
Oh, you wouldn't know until tomorrow.
Oh.
So, yeah.
Great.
Just kidding. You would know immediately.
Yeah, well done. I'm going to grab this.
Yeah, please. Yeah, go ahead. Yeah.
Cheers, everyone. Thank you, Scott. Okay, Scott, let's talk PGA.
Let's do it. Yeah, the Professional Golfers Association.
Yes.
Yes. So this is the PGA tournament that we're talking about. And there was a guy that won it.
Yeah.
Who is my favorite golfer of all time.
Don the Beachcomber.
No, I do bring him up a lot. I don't think he played golf.
Okay.
If he had, we wouldn't even be talking about this guy.
Sure.
No, this guy's name is John Daly. Easily the greatest amateur golfer of all time, specifically because he would drink and smoke. So he's the guy that, like, if I could play golf with anybody, John Daly. Hands down, I don't care, John Daly.
So you smoked and drank whilst playing
So
won?
You can't do that while playing in the actual tournament.
Okay.
That's what he was awesome at, was just like smoking, drinking, hungover, cigarettes and beers, and just like the most fun golfer ever.
Okay.
And so he won the PGA tournament in 1991. He wasn't on the roster. Like, he wasn't supposed to play. Somebody dropped out. He got into his car.
This sounds like an Adam Sandler movie
It's
or
so
something.
great. Oh, so he's so much better than Adam Sandler. Anyway, he jumps in his car. He drives to the thing. He drives like overnight, right? Shows up and wins the whole thing. It's his first professional tournament. Wins the whole thing. Probably a little hungover.
Yeah.
Yeah, because there's no way he wasn't like drinking the night before.
Of course.
Gets that call.
Yeah.
Gotta go.
Yeah.
The most fun golfer of all time. Just like awesome.
Lives to have fun.
He has to. Yeah, because golf is supposed to be fun. It's an excuse to drink outdoors. So I wanted to today create a cocktail called Daly's Breakfast. So basically,
I can only imagine what's in there.
So this is basically it's based on another drink called Churchill's Breakfast, but we are going to make it more
boozy.
More boozy and
Yes.
John Daly-esque. So
Okay.
we're going to start here. Churchill's cocktail is served up in a coupe. John Daly didn't have time for that, so we are going to
Good old pint.
We're going to do a
glass.
pint glass. So we're going to start here by lighting this little guy up. We just want the smoke to come through. And then we're going to put this here so you can see once it goes out, all that cinnamon smoke will be in there. And now we have a nice cinnamony flavor. So then we can, while that's going, we're going to build this drink.
Okay.
Cool. So we're going to start off with this guy. This is Redemption Rye. This is a very nice rye that we'll be using. It's a type of whiskey. We've been doing these shows for a while. You know what we're doing.
Yes.
We're going to put 1.5 ounces, but we're going to do a little extra. So maybe 1.75 ounces. I brought in coffee in this.
Yeah.
This is what's...
Beautiful
Thank
cup.
you. Yes. Normally I'm pretty good with what it is, but I feel like this is appropriate because this is what you are served on a golf course. You get this. You play golf at more expensive
Where do
places
you
than I
play?
play at public and municies. Yes, listen, I'm not...
Just kidding.
I have no money. We are going to go right here. We're going to do a little bit more than 1/2 ounce.
Yes.
Of that. We are going to stick with the tradition of this stuff. We're going to throw in a little bit of maple syrup. We're going to do a little bit less than 1/2 ounce of that. And so technically right here, we have Churchill's Breakfast.
Yes.
Right? But John Daly was different than Churchill. So we are going to throw in a full egg. That seems like an American thing to do, is have egg as a hangover cure. Like when you see like people chugging the egg. Yeah. So that's what
you do that with fitness. Like Rocky does that, raw egg.
If you've seen a picture of John Daly, you know that there isn't a lot of fitness going on there. I'm going to drop that whole thing in there. So we're going to give this guy a nice, easy shake.
Yes. It's called the dry shake. I call it the boring shake.
The boring shake, of course. And then we're going to fill it all the way up to the top here. There we go, right there.
Okay.
And we're going to give this one more big, fat shake.
Oh, it looks pretty good.
It actually
It looks like a milky coffee right now.
Yeah, I think that's about what we're looking for.
Yeah.
We are going to double strain this guy back into our glass, which has the cinnamon smoke.
Sounds great.
It does look nice, right?
It looks like a frappe.
A frappe.
A frappe.
Yes, I swear John Daly would not want
No, he wouldn't
that.
want
Want you to say
Yeah,
that.
no.
He would not be impressed with the word frappe.
Fair enough.
No. And then we have this drink, of course, but John would want a beer attached to that. So we are going to fill this guy up the rest of the way with the greatest hangover cure of all time.
Bloody Mary.
A beer. So this is a stout. This is a nice, easy stout. right there.
Ooh.
Yes, very nice.
Okay.
We do throw the cigarette right here on the side. There is one more garnish, and that garnish is his favorite treat, and it just floats at the bottom. But these are peanut butter M&Ms. He is known to eat 5 or 6 bags of them a day.
Wow.
So we're just going to throw those down there at the bottom for a little treat when you get to the end.
All right.
Yeah, so...
Hey, you got booze, you got a cigarette, and you got chocolate.
I'm telling you, this is
I
John
love this
Daly
guy.
in a glass. If you could frappe John Daly and put him in a glass, it would look very similar to this.
All right.
So,
well, I have no clue how this is really going to taste, to be honest with you.
I honestly don't either, so here we go.
Let's see what John Daly drinks for breakfast.
Yes.
Okay. Cheers. I will take the cigarette off.
Yeah.
Doesn't smell of much. Smells of beer.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Oh, wow. That's randomly really good.
I bet it is.
It is.
There's nothing in there that isn't delicious.
No, and it all fits.
Yep.
Like, I just get a little bit of beer with a little bit of coffee, with a little bit of booze, with a little bit of sweetness.
All of that. Wait till you get to the bottom. There's a little bit of M&M.
Well, oh, God, I mean, one moment, please. No, this is really great.
Thank you.
Well done, Scott.
Daly's breakfast, man.
Daly's
breakfast. He's the
breakfast.
best. I can't wait to serve this to him when he and I play golf sometime.
This is awesome. Thank you.
At Cush Tender.
You'll play golf
Daly.
with me first.
Yeah.
Cheers. All right, guys, once again, it's a wrap here from me. I really hope you enjoyed this golf-themed episode. Until next time, I'm Tamee Harrison. Cheerio.
So just say the word cinnamon stick.
Yep.
Say it in 3 different ways.
Cinnamon stick. Cinnamon stick. Cinnamon stick.
All right, Scott, golf.
Yep. Golf.
Masters.
You and I play?
Yes, Dean, yes, please.
He was facing that way when you started.
Oh, sorry.
That we spoke about it, and that's what we chose to do. As
I was going to come into it.
yeah, that was our
I
choice.
was going to whip my head.
No choice is wrong.
No choice is ever wrong.
Okay.
As long as it's a choice.
All right, fair enough.
Here we go.
Ready?
And action.
Okay, so golf.
Golf.
Chin up, tits out. Here we go. That's what it's all about.
This is what it's all about.
Okay, here we go.
Here we go.
All right.
You're a little sweaty in your cheeks. Where's your
where's my
cloth,
fan?
real quick? No, just go like this. Just like dab. There you go. Stab your sweat away, Scott.
Okay.
Perfect.
Okay, I'm ready.
Okay.
Squeeze that. We're going to give it a big shake. We have so this right down here.
Yeah.
This is the safety valve. If this pops out, then we run.
Okay.
If it doesn't pop out,
I'm so happy
we
you're
hang
holding
out.
it like
this.
towards me
you.
as well.
To be fair, it would go this way.
phenomenal.
So if I held it like this, that's the bad
You
thing.
would go flying off.
I would, yes, I would be out.
All right.
I would be gone. So we're going to give this just a little shake right here.
I would have loved to have been in your house as you're coming up with
Oh,
this.
man.
And see your wife being like, why?
Yeah.
Why did I do this?
Yeah. No, she a lot of like, what is going on? What am I doing?
Yeah.
With my life.
get it. It's fine.
Well, this is how we do it.
It's fine.
We are going to pour.
Oppa!
See ya.
Okay.
So we are going to take this. We're going to put this
that's
tea right there.
Yeah.
Hopefully it does stay. Yeah. And sorry, I should have had that one ready too. I didn't realize they'd fallen down. This is never going to work.
While he's looking for the cherries, go ahead and reset the tea.
I don't know what happened to my cherries.
Oh, you're going to place a cherry on top?
Oh, here they are. Got
Cherry
them.
on top. All right, here you
Got
go.
them.
Got this.
Is that the tea that's been behind your ear all day?
Yeah, no, this is a different one. This is a different one. Ready? Here we go. Okay. I got it. Ready? 4. Oh. There's the 2 strokes. 1 sec. I'll get it out. I can do it. I can do it. Okay, I gotta do it quick though. I gotta do it quick. Ready?
Yes.
1, 2, 3.
Oh, no.
Give me one more time. Ready? Here we go.
Oh, my God. Thank
Tiger, baby!